my name is Ayol. I'm a first-year master student at Kazakh National Pedagogical University named after Abay, and today we are at the Sorbonne Kazakhstan Institute. Today we will interview Mr. Etienne, a French language teacher at our university. Let's go! My name is Ayol. How are you? How do you feel?
I'm okay, thank you, I'm fine.
I'm very glad that you agreed to talk with me.
It's a pleasure.
Let's start our conversation now. In this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Who are you? Who do you work for?
So my name is Etienne Baron. I am a French teacher. I teach French language here in the Institute Sorbonne Kazakhstan, that is part of Abay University. And I teach also philosophy. My degree is in philosophy, so I teach also philosophy in English in other universities in Almaty.
Great. I'm a primary school teacher. I choose this job because I love working with children. So why did you choose this work?
So actually, I was used to work with children also during a few years when I was in France before. And when I finished my study, I wanted to move abroad. I mean, not just like as a tourist, but I wanted to find a place and stay longer in order to work or study and then learn different new languages. So I traveled a bit in Central Asia, in Middle East, and when I discovered Almaty, I thought it was a city where I felt good. And so after I started to looking for a job, and I found this position in Abay University.
Oh, cool. Next question. Let's talk about where are you from and where you are living now. Do you like our country?
So I was born in France, not far from Switzerland, but my family is from the west part of France, and I live in the Alpes mountain just like 2-3 years, and then with my family we moved back. I moved and they moved back to the west of France in a city called Le Mans. It's not really famous, it's 200 kilometers in the west of Paris. And after I moved in another city in the west called Nantes for my bachelor degree, and then after for my master degree I moved to Paris. Just in the suburb around Paris. I was working there with children in a holiday center, and I was studying there my master degree. And then 4 years ago I moved to Almaty, so I live in Almaty now. I feel really good. I like Kazakhstan. I like most of people are really friendly, and it's really hospitable country. I have good relation with people, and I really like it.
Mr. Etienne, have you tried our national dish, bishparmak?
Yes, I tried it and I like it.
What was your first impression of bishparmak?
I liked it. I tried it several times, but I can say that I prefer. Sometimes I tried this dish in restaurants, but the best one I tried, it was in one of my friend's place. His mother cooked it, and it was really, really tasty.
Next question: what do you do in free time? Hobbies?
So in Almaty, I spend time to reading books, especially in philosophy or politics field, and I like to go to restaurants, to go to different bars, to theater, to cinema, and going to mountain also. In Almaty there is really beautiful mountain, so I like to go there during the weekend for hiking.
Okay, let's talk about languages. Why do people learn languages? What do you think?
The reason why people learn languages, I think there is different reasons. It could be related to their familial background, or it could be related to economical environment and globalization. I think for this reason many people learn languages like English or French also. I realize also that in Kazakhstan, for example, some of my students, they learn French just because they like this language, and they have some representation associated to this language, like really positive. So it's also for some of them the reason why they learn. And it depends on the people, it depends on the social context, environments, but in general, I think learning languages is really good because it can extend your mind. Not just to learn new vocabulary, new cultures. It can help you to understand the world around you in another way, from another perspective, with another language, another culture.
Which languages do you find more difficult?
I don't know. I speak French language. It's my native language. I speak English also. Russian a bit. I was used to just French, English and Russian. So for the moment I think Russian was the most difficult one. I was used to speak Spanish a long time ago, but I forget this language. So, but I mean, I heard that other languages, maybe like Chinese or Arabic, could be really difficult for me. It depends also from which language you start. Like, I mean, for me, as a French native speaker, it's probably easier to learn Spanish or Italian than Chinese or Arabic. As I think, for example, for Kazakh people, it's probably easier to learn Uyghur or Turkish than to learn Quechua or, I don't know, from Native American language, for example.
Thank you, Mr. Etienne. This concludes our interview. I wish you continued success. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
You too.